Yeah, now I'm at a payphone. You're just like my favorite song going round and round my head. Like my favorite song going round and round my head. I take some freeway, riding shotgun with you. Two hearts in the past lane, we have big dreams and blue. Playing sweet child of mine, and I still feel the line. Where are you now? Where are you now? Hold on, too long to go, my love. When did we go wrong? Too late to turn around. Where are you now? You're just like my favorite song going round and round my head. Like my favorite song going round and round my head. You're just like my favorite song going round and round my head. Like my favorite song going round and round my head. You got me believing one day you gotta come through. Lost in these headlights, 'cause I can see. Hello guys, long time no see. Hello Juliet. Recently quite busy, huh? So for the goal, so what we have here. So for the goal, what we have here. So basically, when we look at the daily, look at the daily. Yesterday, when the candle closed as a strong bearish, so this is quite a strong resistance. We call it. Right? This is a strong resistance, and for me, this is one of the candlestick pattern. Right? This is one of the candlestick pattern that we call it as a evening star. Right? Evening star. So this is the daily. So when we go to the H4, go to the H4. So the H4, yes, yesterday we have an aggressive pull. So we did this zone. So we have an aggressive pull movement from the top. And actually, when you look at the reaction, where is the reaction from? Right, this is one of a reaction that I marked the zone right here. Right, this is one of our M30 supply zone, but this zone has been collected and has been reacted for around 300 pips, I think, yesterday. So today, where is my target? My target actually, I have two zones. One is this zone, M30, but unfortunately, yes, it has to break because this is one of the inducement level. Right, this is the last valid pullback. No matter in H1 or in M30, this is one of the inducement. And when you look to the left, there is a double equal height. Right, there is an equal height. So in H1, in M30, yes, you know, there is an equal height. So when there is an equal height, that means right here, this is one of the liquidity, guys. Right, this is one of the liquidity, as you can see by these candles once again. So this is the liquidity sitting here and ready to be stripped. So that's why for me above the zone is better, because when you look at the M15, M15 of course the zone is much more bigger. Right, M30, M15 zone, the zone is much more bigger. It's around 100 pips. That's why we have to see the reaction. We have to see the reaction when usually when this kind of the fresh zone, when first price movement into the zone, usually it will react. Right, usually it will react. Just depends it reacts how many pips. So right here from 71 to 64. I think we have more than 70 pips, 70 pips. But if you ask me, is there a trend reversal? All right, is there a trend reversal? So the answer is no, right? The answer is no, because when we look at the H1, H1 the market structure, this is where the real job, right? This is the H1 real job, right, guys? So when you know this is the area, if we want to swing sell, all right? If we want to swing sell, so this is one of the confirmation that we are looking at, all right? This is where we are looking at for the H1. So if a H1, it have a clean breakout right here, then this will be the one of the signal of the trend reversal. Hello, bro. Recently very busy. Some target secure, some still on N15 zone. Yes. Right here is one of the way where we can exit. If we are scalping, so this is the area actually. Yes, this is the area where we can exit. Right, this is a H1, one of the demand zone. If you look at the smaller time frame, there will be a zone right there. Yes, you can see. Right, so when we look to the left, this is a previous one of the supply zone. So this supply zone right now, this is where we have a flip, swap the zone. So supply zone turn into the demand zone. So when the price, it comes with a very fast movement, this will be the first reaction where the price will have to stop here, right? So this is where usually this is how we make our scalping profit. But of course, if you want to try to have a swing, yes, you can try. Why? Because when we look at the daily, yes, this is one of the signal, what we call the price action. Right? This is just the price action. This is one of the confluence price action. Right? If this it didn't break a new high, and what we call technically right here should have a retracement, have a pullback. Right? This is very abnormal when we look at the daily from mid of the February from 1983, right? 1984 until today's, until the highest 2194. More than 2,000 pips, right? Already move, single move, this is an impulsive move with 2,000 pips without any pullback in daily. So what we expect here, last day before here, so here we have a close strong bearish. This is one of the bearish engulfing. And when we look at the candlestick pattern, yes, this is one of the reversal candlestick pattern. Right, but where we are going to sell if you want to sell, that's why we have to zoom in. Right, we have to zoom in into the smaller time frame like this, and look at the zone available. What we have here. So this is what we have from yesterday. Inclusive CPI. This is where the CPI news created the zone here. With a pickup. Actually, I did a buy, right? I did a buy from 2155. And where my TP? I TP right here, 68. But unfortunately, I already exit when I see the zone right here unable to break. You have a suffering, right? You have a suffering period right here. So I exit at 64. So this is where I know I am impatient, not patient enough. So usually I should aim for the supply zone here because I knew usually it will sweep the liquidity here, right? Where we have the equal high. This is the equal high liquidity, guys, right? Equal high liquidity. So above we have a fresh supply zone. So this is one of the setup. This is one of the setup. Right? We call it as a fake out version 1. So yes, it react and right now see whether how far it will go. So where is the next demand zone, guys? This is one of the next demand zone. Right, this is a doji. So this is where I have to exit, have to monitor. Right, this is one of the TP1. This is what we call the TP1. So where is the liquidity? You see the liquidity area. So these are the liquidity area as well. Right, these are the liquidity area. So this is one of the N15 supply zone versus N15 demand zone. So when we want to short, just now I short, not very nice entry. Right, so if we take the whole zone as our stop loss, right, honestly, the risk reward ratio is not good enough. You see, the risk reward ratio only have 1.4, right? 1.4. So by 56, 60 today, something I say, yeah, it's good. It's good. We take some profit. At least no loss. This is the good news. At least no loss at all. This will be the good news. When you gonna stop breaking my heart? I don't wanna be another one. Any question to ask? Already this is the goal. So this is my this week target. See whether the goal will have some pullback, retracement or not. All right. So when you look at the weekly, guys, all right, I use another mapping. So this is the long-term mapping. This is a long-term mapping. Remember, this is one of the liquidity previous that I'm talking about. So all the liquidity has been swept, right? All the swing high, swing high, swing high. All the liquidity has been swept. So we delete. So right now, when we look at the sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity we have should be here. Right, this is all the sell side liquidity. So we delete. So this is very perfect entry. If you are able to hold and swing, then crazy, we have 200 pips. Right, so right now we have a new high. So this is all-time high. This is the goal, all-time high. Almost reach 2002. Almost, right? 2002 almost. So is there any setup? Right, for weekly, I saw another setup. Right, for weekly, this is one of the hidden zone. Right, we call it as a hidden zone. You see, this is a double maru area. Right, this is the double maru area. Then we go to the weekly, see is there any rainy base rally demand zone or not. So from here, we can't see anything. But when we look to the left, is there a resistance here? Right, there is a resistance. This is a sharp resistance. This is capital A. This is also not bad, but it didn't touch. So we switch to the candles and we switch to another H4 zone. Yeah. So is there any demand zone? Can you see any demand zone here? Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. This is one of the demand zone. Okay, we have a rally, base rally with a new zone. Right, this is the previous H4 resistance. This is where we have a H4 resistance. You see my chart. First R1, R2 breakout. When it breaks out, it breaks with what? It breaks with a rally, base rally. So this is one of the setup. We call it as SNRC1. Right, so what is SNRC1? Support and resistance continuation setup type 1. Right, so this is the one of the setup that we have right here. Even in our H4 demand. This is our H4 demand. If you want to make the zone even precise and smaller, yes, of course you can. Of course you can. So you can go into M30, M15, or even M5. Right? It's up to you. See how sharp you want to get the NP. So beside that, all right. So beside that, so we have to see one of the demand zone is here. Another demand zone is here, but this is not a fresh zone anymore. And right here, one of the demand zone is here. So this demand zone also has been collected, guys. Right, this demand zone orders has been collected by this shadow. You see, by this shadow, by this shadow. So we know that this is not a fresh zone, but this is still a valid demand zone as long as it didn't have the breakout. Right, it didn't have the breakout. So right here in H4, we saw a bullish engulfing. Am I right? This is one of the bullish engulfing pattern. Right, this is one of the bullish engulfing pattern. But this bullish engulfing pattern, we have quite a special one. Because when you see this is the bullish engulfing area is here, but you have to see where is the location, right? Where is it located? So this is one of the supply. You can touch. Right now, you just sweep the liquidity here, and we go into another time frame. H1, yeah, H1 as well, right? H1. So this is what I've said, right? This is the equal high liquidity, right? Equal high liquidity with the fake out, and above right here we have one of the supply zone in M15. So that's why this is how we get our entry. So but when I look at the book map, right here we have 300 lots of buy limit orders in this area, right, from the book map. This is what we saw. There is a very huge 300 lots of the buy limits. Right, so this is where guys have to be careful. By the way, when we look at the daily, yes, from a swing angle, swing trader angles. So we have a sell opportunity is higher than the buy. Which day are you doing the live? As I assume you are Chinese. Yes, excellent. Yes, I am a Chinese. When I'm doing live, it depends on my mood actually. Come on, gold. Right, come on, gold. So this is where we have the N15 supply. You see, the N15 supply is too big. Right, it's too big. But it's okay as long as there is the valid setup, especially this type of the pick up, right? Liquidity concept. Right, liquidity concept. So this mapping will be on so-called the swing. So this area, if you are able to hold, guys, all right, if you are able to hold, when even you look at the so-called the risk reward ratio, actually is not bad, you know. Right, this is a swing trader. This swing trade will be have a 6 risk reward ratio. Right, but how long you have to hold the trade? I don't know. All right, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 1 month, maybe 2 months. Right, I don't know. Right, is whether it's possible is going down by down, and until here, then we expect go up again, continue the trend. Right, this is what we expect, continue the bullish trend. This is a very abnormal movement, right? to more than 2,000 bits without any technical retracement or so-called a value pullback. So here, let's see if based on the advanced market structure, guys. Based on the advanced market structure, yes, this is one of the value pullback. This is not, right? This is not a valid pullback. I repeat again, this is not a valid pullback because this is an inside bar. Inside bar, single move. Here is also a single move because this is also an inside bar. So what I want to say right here is not a valid pullback. Right here, also not a valid pullback. Here is also not a valid pullback. For this, yes, right? This is the last valid pullback in H4. Right. So when we look at H4, we know this is the inducement level. 2148. All right. 2148 is the inducement level of the H4. But for the H1, it's a real job. Right. For the H1, it's a real job there. So when we go into the H1, as you can see, the last boss, the last valid break of structure. This is the last valid break of structure, guys. Right. So what is the break of structure? So what is the valid break of structure called? So when we see there is a last valid pullback available or not. Right. So for example, right here, as I said, this is a single move. Right here is one of the pullback. And the price even higher high, goes back, higher high. Then yes, so you can see this is the last valid pullback. So we call it as an inducement. Right? It's an inducement. Every when bullish scenario, when we have a higher high, then when the inducement taken out, then this will be so-called the valid high. Right? This is a valid high. This is the valid high. So when the price have a breakout of the valid high, so this is where we call it as a valid break of structure. This is a valid break of structure. But if this is a valid break of structure, then the swing low where this is what we call the cause and effect, right? So we have to see where is the momentum from. The momentum is from this swing low, all right? 2148, right? It takes from this demand zone as well. So this is where the swing low and have a new higher high again. So for example, right here, this is a new higher high. But is this a valid high? The answer is no, because the nearest valid pullback is right here, right? Unable to reach out and sweep the inducement. And after that, the price have a new higher high again, 2195. Right? So for this 2195, in order to valid this 2195, so we have to look to the left. Where is the last valid pullback? Very obvious, this will be the last valid pullback. So that means in order to valid the height here, right? In order to valid the height here, to validate this height. So this is the inducement level has need to be taken out, guys. So as we can see, yes, this inducement level taken out by this shadow. So we have a so-called the valid height, right? So we can use a FIBO from here to here. From here to here. Then we know where we are going to buy since this is an uptrend. All right, as long as the price it didn't break this line, 2148, yes, we are still remain in uptrend. Right, based on the H1 advanced market structure. Yes, I have the LG or other platform. Yes, and Telegram as well. All right, you can check the links in bio in my profile. So this is the valid low, this is the valid low. So based on the H1, this is how the structure move, right? Based on the H1, this is how the structure move. All this is not a valid high. This is not a valid high. This is not a valid high. Why? Right? Maybe you guys don't know what is so-called the valid high. In order to become the valid high, so for example here, in order this to become the valid high, so we have to find the nearest valid pullback has need to be stripped, right? So this is the area. So the price it didn't take, and we then form a new higher high again. So that means this is not a valid high. So if this is a valid high, so what is the criteria? What is the requirement? The requirement, we have to see where is the last valid pullback. This is the inducement level. Right, the last valid pullback is the inducement level has need to be taken out in order to valid the high. If the price it didn't sweep this level and come with another new higher high. So we see again, this is another previous high. So this high, look to the left, the value pullback, very obvious is at this level. So as we can see, the price also didn't sweep the inducement level. So that means this is not a valid high as well. Right, so this also no question at all. Right, this is the inside bar, so it's in single move. So we look to the left again, this as well, right? In order to validate this high, this will be the inducement level. So the price from here to here, all the way, one way up without sweeping the inducement level. Yeah, so this will be the so this will be the last previous valid boss, right? This is a valid boss, and this is also one of the valid low. Why? Very simple. When the price forms a new higher high, right? You just have to see whether it has to sweep the inducement level or not. So this, where is the inducement level? This is the inducement level, right? Because this is a valid pullback. You see how the candle move, right? How the candle move. So this is a valid pullback. When inducement taken out, yes, then this is a valid high. So this is a valid boss. This is not. This is not. This is not. So this is where we call you see how the market move from here. It's from here to here to here, and here, and here. Here. Right now it's here. Can you see damn crazy or not? From this, this is the last value swing low, 2015 until here, 2163. This is a single move, This is a single move. So very crazy. Right, so we back to the M15. We'll see right now what we have here. The price has to come back again. Just now drop until where? 63 point something. 63 point something. So I target the price will reach out this demand zone again once. Oh yo, bottom have quite a lot of the buys orders, buys orders. Come on, gold. I forgot to open my TikTok. Yeah, I didn't update any TikTok also. So in the future, I'm going to share a lot of the ebooks or the knowledge in my TikTok. So please do follow if you want to learn and get for the free ebooks e-learning material. Which pair to see again? All right, we try to analyze any others pair. Let's see. US 30. All right, US 30. Demand zone. Demand zone. Right, demand zone. This is the H1 demand zone. So as you can see, this is the previous demand zone. Previous demand zone. And right here, this is the new latest demand zone. So always as the price is moving between supply and demand, right? Between supply and demand. So right here, if when we look at here, right? So this is all the liquidity. This liquidity has been stripped, right? You look at H4, this high has been stripped by this candle. So right now, the US 30 is going to strip this liquidity area. Right, this is the next target of the US 30. Then the next target will be here. Right, this will be the another new high. If the price break above or come with a shadow, that's to consider also one of what we call the strip. This is a sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity, SSL. This is also one of the sell side. Oh, sorry, this is a buy side liquidity, not sell side. This is the buy side. Right, this is the buy side liquidity. So the liquidity is where our target, all right, one of our target. If there is not a fresh demand zone or supply zone, then we look for the liquidity as our target. All right. So for the US 30, actually very simple. All right, very obvious it's uptrend. Go all the way high. Very obvious it's uptrend. Uptrend, better look for the demand zone to buy. That's it. So the zone here is still fresh. The zone here is still fresh. Are you bullish or bearish on gold as long-term investment? If you ask me, gold long-term, of course, is bullish. Right? The gold long-term will be bullish. Because the US dollar, it seems quite weak and have a bubble. You have to know the fundamental side from US government, the federal government. Right, when you know well their policy, their monetary policy, and even their bond rate, their interest rate, right? How that goes, so you know the bubble is there, right? The bubble is there. So when US dollar collapse, then we know what is going to fly. Gold is going to fly to the moon, same as the Bitcoin also fly to the moon. You can see the Bitcoin, we have an all-time high as well, same as the gold, 73,000 for the big BTC. This is the Bitcoin. One of the reasons is because of the currency, the width of the currency, the width of the currency. So this is one of the daily QMPR. This is the QMPR. So right here, as we can see the daily, push up. Demand zone. All right, this is the demand zone. This is the previous demand zone. Okay, this is also one of the previous demand zone. So as we can see, all the demand zone here has been collected. Correct or not? All right, this shadow collect the demand zone here. So this demand zone is not fresh anymore because it has been mitigated. So this demand zone in lower time frame also been collected by this week. Right. So this is another demand zone has been collected as well. So right here, this is one of another demand zone. Right, based on H4. So by the way, all these are the liquidity. So if you ask me, right here, I found one good fresh demand zone. This is one of the buy zone. Right, all these we call it as a liquidity. Right, all these are the liquidity. So this is one of the area where we can look for the continuation buy. Right, just simple as that. Right, this is the BTC setup. Around 64, 63, 63,000. Right, we take a median, maybe around 63,000. I'm from Malaysia. Any preferred trading time frame? It depends on you. If you want to trade in the New York section, then right now will be the time. We call it as a Q zone. Maybe we try to analyze the US. Crazy. You can see silver today's only today's already gains another 1%, right? And at the same time, gold just 0.3%, nearly 0.4%. So how can sometimes you can see the oil almost nearly 2% gain just by today, 24 hours, right? 24 hours. So when how we do our mapping, so always first come first. Look for all the supply. So this is all the previous supply that I have marked previously. Okay, all the supply I have marked previously. So when the price didn't respect the zone, then this is where the flip zone, previous supply right now turn to demand, right? Turn to demand and react new high. So this is another reaction. There is a reaction, but not much. So you can see the candles here, touch, react to the previous blind spot zone, then go high. Right, so this zone not valid anymore. And this is also one of the zone. So even the zone right here, yes, still have a reaction. So conclusion, for every fresh zone, especially in higher time frame, usually it will respect. Right, just how many pips? Right, we don't know how many pips. Usually it will respect. Right, this is where I'm going to show you. This one of the previous supply zone, yes, react, but it have a fake out, false breakout, then pull back quite much from 34 to 33. So you can see all this looks like it fake out. So why the price? Because it hunt the target the liquidity again, right? This is a buy side liquidity. Okay, this shadow taken out the buy side liquidity. Same at this level, right? This shadow also taken out the swing high liquidity as well. Okay, all these are the liquidity. So quite a very interesting. In H4 right here, you can't see any sell zone. I saw a sell zone here, right? This is quite a big engulfing in lower time frame. M30, N15. So as you can see, N15, this will be the new zone. Right? This is the one of the previous liquidity sweep. In N15, this will be another buy side liquidity sweep. Then with the engulfing. As you can see, this is the engulfing pattern. So when it comes with the engulfing, it goes right here. This will be my N15 supply zone. Sorry, this will be my N15 supply zone. Right, this will be my N15 supply zone. So when the price before it falls back, right before it falls back, right here, you go high, liquidity. Okay, you go high, liquidity from here. But this actually is where we can have the sell as well. Because here, when we look to the left, here we have a drop-based drop. This is a drop-based drop, one of the supply zone. All right, supply zone, and yes, the price will get to the demand zone. Then this will be a new supply right here. Right, this will be a new supply right here. And another again, liquidity sweep, touch and react. So I say, yes, usually it will react. But after some reaction, then break through the zone and go higher zone. Right, go higher zone. Because you want to grab more liquidity, you get the momentum. That's it. All right. For the silver, it's uptrend as well. Right. For the silver, it's uptrend as well. So maybe you will ask, yes, is this a demand zone? Yes, the answer is yes. This is one of the demand zone in H4 demand. Right, this is a H4 demand zone. Right here we have another H4 demand zone. So the silver quite same pattern, similar like the gold. That's it. Same is uptrend. Uptrend. For the Euro USD, this is the target. This is the target. Right here is one of the demand zone. H4 already changed the trend to uptrend. Euro dollar. Euro dollar, we are in uptrend. Hello, yo. Steamer Pig, yo. We try to analyze another pair of view goods. Right, view. So right here is also one of the uptrend, right? Uptrend. And for currency pair, usually right? Usually I will take the highest time frame as my structure. Structure. Uptrend as well. We are looking to buy. Right, so this is one of the buy area. One of the setup right here. This is also one of the buy area. If this demand zone fail, so the next zone will be here. This will be the next zone. Because all these are not fresh anymore. Maybe yes, right? This is still a fresh zone. Right, this is also one of the fresh zone. This is also one of the fresh zone. The XY wicks again. The XY wicks. The XY wicks again. That's why all the dollars pair are flying. Are flying. This is a real chop area. This is the H4 real chop, guys. This is the H4 real chop. So as you can see, previous, this is the downtrend. After the downtrend, then we have the uptrend. Right, this is the temporary uptrend, and right now it's another new trend again. This is the downtrend. Right, this is the downtrend. Since we have the chop and breaks the important swing low. Right, this is the important swing low. We're back of a goal again. Yeah. Falls back to the zone again. Reaching out for something that's familiar. Cause lately you've been giving me up. You know I feel I'm in a bed with a stranger. We're a million miles away from our love. We don't touch, let's survive. Only kiss, but it's a lie. I believe that we try to love. We don't talk, we only bite. So I'm deep, the bruise right. I think that I still love you so much. I can't just give up, no matter how much it does. Cause you already know you're my best friend. Even when you let me down, I'm still sticking around. Cause you already The picture is frozen. It's not frozen. I'm texting. Yeah, I caught the EU long. Well done. After the news, go. Beat me so bad. After the news. Do you mean yesterday's CPI? Yesterday's CPI. Actually, as you can see, when the price has a sideways, new high, sideways, the price unable to break new high, then this is where the price usually will have a so-called a technical pullback. You know, very interesting of the CPI when the US dollar is a good news. Right? So that means gold will fall. But when gold falls, you see this shadow. Then if you turn back with 100 pips again from this bottom, 61 to 81, sorry, 200 pips, you turn and catch again, right? Even in H1 you can't see, so I'm going to show you in M1. As you can see, M1, what happened? You see, drop 2161 and fly 2182, then falls again, right? Continue, breaks new low, new support, new low support. You see, all are these new low, new support, new support, new support. So this is a kind of the reversal, right? Trend reversal. This is kind of the signal. But if you ask me, is there a guarantee? No, there is no guarantee. No 100%. No 100%. Right? We only can base on the price action that we found on chart. So in daily, this is one of the confluence where I get in daily, right? In daily. So yesterday CPI actually one of the zone is here, right? This is the yesterday H1 supply. You see, this is where the structure break the support, right? This is all the previous support. You see the support or not? All these are the support. At the same time, all retail trader stop loss here. So once it's stripped, right, taken all the stop loss, then suddenly have a pullback. This is only the fresh demand zone. And this shadow back to this the supply zone, supply zone and fall all the way down. So this is the last opportunity that we have. Right, this is one of the M30, right? M30 supply, and also has been collected very many times. I have one position is still holding here, 2085. My entry is still holding 2085, right? Somewhere around here. 2185. All right, 2185. This is where I short. I'm still holding the short position. Right, right? Because when new high, then new resistance is lower than the previous one. Then the price have a struggling, unable to break through the zone here, and have a sideways breaks. Finally here, right? It breaks here. So this zone also not valid anymore. So we look for the next. That's it. Just embarrass that. On your body, just like my Rari. You're too fine, need a ticket. But if you are selling, it's considered high risk. Yes, we can scale scalping even just a 300 pips. Should be not a problem because this is a goal. Right? Even we are to scalping sell, we are managed. We are still managed to able to get 400 pips, 500 pips sometimes. Right? But if we base on our knowledge, our technical analysis, I'm telling you right now, this is the H1 change of character. This is the important low. remember this key level 2148. If the candles have breaks, clean breakout like this, then this will be the real job, real change of character. External structure. This is not the internal structure. This is not a fake job. So this will be the key level. As long as the key level is still holding, then yes, we are still bullish. That's why I try to have the buy here. I try to have the buy here. My entry is not very nice. My entry is right here actually, by this shadow. Right, 2155. Right, my entry is 2155. We're running for more than 100 pips. I didn't collect. And falls back and floating again. Right, floating again. But yes, at least today's have the U-turns and makes my TP. So I just have another shot again at this level. 2171. All right, so let's see how is the reaction after tomorrow. Let's see how the candles are going to close today. If close as a bullish candles, today's candles, then yesterday will be the key. If come yesterday, if this is the Wednesday candles, if the Thursday candles close even lower, red candles. So this is one of just the example, guys. Right. Example, if today's candles close as an inside bar, is still moving within this mother's candles, right? Then the next candles will be the crucial and the key one. Thursday candles close another red candles and breaks the just now what I mentioned, the H1 chop. Yes, then we can try to get another sell setup again. Right, where is the area? This will be the area. Daily drop, base drop, supply zone. Right, this is the example, but we don't know. Right, we have to see today's candles, how today candle close, and tomorrow candles close. Then Friday, next week we will have a new target. We know our direction. So next week maybe it's a sell week for the gold. It's a sell week for the gold. If this week it comes with this type of the fall formation of the pattern, right? This is a candlestick pattern. So we have to monitor. We have to monitor. We are not a god. We can't foresee the future, but we can use our knowledge based on the technical and react what the market gives us. That's it. So I think that's all for today. If you have any question you want to ask, or you want to know more, maybe you can DM me in Telegram. The link is in the bio. And hope you have a nice week, nice day. Good night, everyone. Happy profit, happy trading. Remember, get only 1 or 2 setup a day is more than enough. So that's why we always say 1 setup a day will keep me away. 2 setup a day, reach not far away. Thank you everyone for your time. We see you again next time. Bye bye.